Okay, so I think you should be hearing me now. All right, just figuring out the audio thing. Shalom, shalom, and welcome to Just a Word Shabbat teaching. And if I tell you I am frozen, I don't know what's happening. If I tell you, Hadassah, I don't see your camera. Let me see her. Hadassah, I need your camera to be on. Huh?
Must I go help?
Yes, go and help her and let's see. All right, no sound. 431. Okay. All right, shalom, shalom, and welcome once again to another of our weekly teachings. Boy, oh boy, if I tell you, this teaching here is probably the most nervous I have ever been for quite a long time. When I say the most nervous I've ever been, hey, as they say in South Africa, ish, ish. Ah, this is, ah, what should I say?
She's got it out.
Oh, she's got it.
Yeah, she's when she's time to speak, she'll switch it on.
Okay. All right. So, this is one of those bittersweet teachings. Some things that we have been waiting for a long time. The Most High is showing that it will kick off. And in the background, Etikan was sighing. Sighing in the background. But let us give a little understanding of what we're talking about. It all began with a dream, and that dream was when? Yesterday. Our sister came with a dream with instructions from the Most High as to what we must do. So I'm gonna let her give the dream that she got. Hadassah, yes.
Can you hear me?
I can, it's kind of low.
Hello?
Yeah.
If it could come a little closer to you.
Shalom,
Try
shalom.
again.
Shalom, shalom.
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I had a dream. I was talking to this man, and he said to me, "Do you know anything about the spirit of the black horse?" Then I said, "No, we've been talking about it in our assembly, but not, much. You tell me, what is it that I need to know?" Then he said, he was like surprised that I don't know much about it. And then he said to me, "Tell Kazakh to go deeper, to search deeper, because the spirit is already out. It is released already. So it is imperative for us to know more or deeper about this spirit of black horse, more especially in these times, in end times." So yeah, after that I woke up.
All right. Thank you very much, sister. All right. So the black horse. And the word came and asked about the black horse and said that I should go deeper because we have done 2 years ago we did a teaching on the black horse. And so the word was to go deeper, to go deeper. And when we went deeper, um, um, Eliora was asking what did she say. Let me get it on screen. What she said. I'm coming. Picture. All right, so it was introduction. Uh, all right, so this one. Yeah, this is kind of it condensed. I was talking to someone who said to me, tell Kazakh to teach quickly about this, the Ruach of the Black Horse. You will be shocked of what's coming. I said he mentioned it before, then he said, tell him to look deeper. It's very important for end times. So this is what she said, Eliora. So today we are going to go deeper into the black horse. Now, first of all, let's look at the meaning, the Bible meaning of the color black. Bible meaning of the color black. Um, bub, bub. Oh, didn't I put it out? I'm trying to find the Bible meaning of the color black, but it's not here. Um, all right. I don't have it here. But black, let me get it. In the Bible, black often symbolizes negative. Let's get it up here. All right, Bible meaning of black. In the Bible, black often symbolizes negative concepts like mourning, famine, judgment, sin, death, and spiritual darkness, reflecting distress or the Most High's wrath, as seen in the black horses of Revelation or skin blackened by suffering. However, it also appears literally for natural features like hair or the sky, and sometimes signifies the power of evil or lack of spiritual light. But the black horse has to do with mourning, it has to do with fire, famine, it has to do with judgment, it has to do with sin, death, spiritual darkness, and the Most High's wrath. All of those things combined. All of those things. So let's look at the black horse. And we look at the black horse in the scriptures. And that is in Revelation 6, verses 5 to 4. Oh, go ahead.
And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast saying, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts, saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
All right, so going back through this, he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Balances has to do with business, and we know several times in the scripture we hear about false measures, false weight, false balance. All of those things is how people cheat when they are buying and selling, making false balances. So this has to do with buying and selling. And it says a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. This is really expensive for those days. So this is actually speaking about basic commodity like flour being very, very expensive beyond our ability to afford it. But then it says, see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Now the oil and the wine, these are kind of more ostentatious goods, goods that the richer people would use. Notice what it's saying here. It is saying that the richer people will not be as affected as the poorer people. And this is what's going to happen today. We have a syndicate of rich people who are seeking to take over this entire world. So they are going to afflict the rest of the world, but they are going to make sure that they are still good and comfortable. So it's basic commodities that are going to skyrocket out of people's ability to afford it. Now, how our sister Eliora here, she had a dream about me with a black horse, and I'd like to share it with you as well. It's a whole lot of, this is a whole lot of combination of a whole lot of different coincidences. And we know there's no coincidence with the Most High. But those who might not understand might say it's coincidence. And then after a while you'll see there are too many coincidences for this to happen. For this to happen by chance. So here is Eliora's dream. And this dream was October 26th, 2025. And she said, the only part I can remember is that you were sitting in a place that looked kind of like an airport or grocery store. It was as if I was looking in at the dream, but other people were around, but none of us type of people. I don't know what she means by this because she's not an Edomite. So maybe it was other people around, but none of us type of people. I don't know what that means. It began to be an earthquake or something where you were. It was shaking in there. You were holding a leash to a black horse standing beside you. But I was at a house looking in at it, and Zimra and Michael was there with me. And I began to pray, but in tongues they were praying too. But something tried to get me to say it in JC name, so I corrected it, and we continued to walk around the table and pray for you. And when we stopped, I ran over, hugged Zimra, and cried and said, I'm so glad I made it, and in time, as if I got to Africa. So I was holding a black horse, and there was a time constraint, as if she was happy that she got here on time. Now, Etekan, you had a dream or vision about the black horse as well. Can you give it to us, please?
Yes.
Hold on, let me get you on. Yeah, go ahead.
So this was a few months ago, and it was very quick. But what had happened is I was sleeping, and then right before I got up, I heard a voice that said in a very urgent voice, and it said black horse. And then I woke up, like I jumped up.
Black horse. Black horse. And then he jumped up. So let's go to the foundation of this black horse. Let's go to Zechariah 6, verses 1 to 8. Zechariah 6, 1 to 8. yeah, Zechariah 6, not Revelation 16. All right, can you read it, please?
And I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains were mountains of brass. In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses.
So these two mountains refer to two power bases in this earth. I don't know if it's two nations or two groups of nations. That's what the mountains refer to. In the first chariot,
In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses, and in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these, my master? And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the 4 spirits of the heavens, which go forth from standing before I am of all the earth. The black horses which are therein go forth into the north country, and the white go forth after them, and the grizzled go forth towards the south country. And the bay went forth and sought to go, that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, Get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Then cried he upon me, and spake unto me, saying, Behold, these that go toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country.
those that go to the north country, and the black horses which are therein go into the north country, and the white go forth after them, and the grizzled towards the south. So it is the black that quiets the Most High's Ruach in the north country. Stay with us, please. Stay with us. So, where is the north country? Where is the north country? Let's go to Jeremiah 31:8. Go ahead, please.
Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither.
So the north country is the land of our captivity. Babylon, the land of our captivity. I will bring them from the north country. Let's go another time again. Wow. Our sister here was just reminding me about a dream that she gave me about the black horse. I forget everything about it. Hey, sister, you're going to have to come online and tell us that dream. Please, please, please. Where was I again? Jeremiah 23, 7 to 8.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith I am, that they shall no more say, I am liveth, which brought up the children of Yasharal out of the land
north country. Continue.
out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I was going for too far. Go ahead, go ahead.
But I am liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Yasharal out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
And they shall dwell in their own land. Okay. So the North Country. You know this stuff. It doesn't matter if you know this stuff. You just present it. Please, please. It's very important. Yeah. North Country is the land of our captivity. So the black horse is going to quiet the Most High Spirit in the land where we are carried away captive. Right. The land where we are carried away captive, the Most High wants His Spirit to be quieted there. Why is that? 1 Peter 4, start at verse 17.
For the time is
Hold on, please.
oh.
1 Peter 4. Why does the Most High wants to quiet his rock in the North Country? Read it, please.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of I am. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of I am?
So this is how the Most High's rock is going to be quieted in the North Country by the black horse. Judgment. Remember, one of the meanings of black that we got was judgment. So this is judgment that begins at the house of Yahuwah. So the Most High's house is going to be judged first. Continue.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of I am commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well-doing, as unto a faithful Creator.
So his people, the people who are going to escape it are from the people who are captives, are those that are willing to suffer according to the will of the Most High and give their soul to Him for safekeeping. These are the people who will give up themselves and will repent and will turn to the Most High, and He will keep their souls and preserve their souls. Other people who do not are going to be judged. Now, we have been doing several videos about Jamaica. Several videos about Jamaica, and we have one on our prophecy channel, several dreams that show the destruction of Jamaica. And we keep showing. Jamaica would be the spiritual equivalent to the land of the north, where his people were carried away captive. Now he's showing us, and we're going to show a little bit of that Jamaica is under serious judgment. Now, let's look at Jamaica. Jamaica and its transshipment ports. Let me get it on the screen. As we said it before, we have to show Jamaica transshipment ports. Because it's all about who you are and who we are as a people. Judgment begins at the house of Yahuwah. His people were carried away in slavery because of the sins of their fathers. Now, Jamaica's role in the transatlantic slave trade, this was a major destination. Jamaica was one of the largest importers of enslaved people in the Americas, with an estimated 600,000 Africans arriving between 1533 and 1807. So don't let the small size of the island fool you. Because of where it is located in the Caribbean, it is in the center of the Caribbean, between America, North America, South America, Jamaica, and the islands over one side, and Latin America on the other. So Jamaica is like in the middle. So when they came from Africa, they brought them to Jamaica and then distributed them all over. So this is why this place is being judged. First, the house of Yahuwah. The island's strategic location made it an ideal central point within Caribbean maritime trade routes. While many enslaved people remained in Jamaica to work on the vast sugar plantations, a significant number were also transshipped or resold to other parts of the Americas, including the North American colonies. So many of those people who are Americans, they came first to Jamaica and were then shipped to the United States and other places. Kingston was the principal port where slave ships known as Guinea-men docked. Upon arrival, the enslaved Africans who survived the harrowing middle passage were auctioned, whatever. That's that. Now, I have often spoke about Falmouth, the place where I grew up. Let me give the thing about Falmouth, because Falmouth was also one of the major ports. Kingston, Port Royal, and Falmouth. Let me get it on screen and let's show Falmouth, Jamaica. Here is it? All right. This is not the one that I want. No, this is it. Falmouth, Jamaica was a major port and central hub for the transatlantic slave trade. It served as a primary point of entry for enslaved Africans who survived the Middle Passage before they were transported to work on the island's extensive sugar plantations or re-exported to other colonies. Founded in 1769, Falmouth quickly became a significant commercial center during an era when Jamaica was the world's leading producer of sugar. Its wealth and economy were almost entirely dependent on the system of slavery and the associated triangular trade. So that is why we always speak about Falmouth and Jamaica in terms of being transshipment ports. So this is why Jamaica is a representative of the North Country, and we're going to show you. Because all that we're showing you here has to do with the black horse. So Levi is the north gate. In the book of Ezekiel, it tells you where the tribes, which gates the tribes will be. And we speak about the north country. We're going to show you the north gate and Levi, because the Most High gave me a series of dreams about Levi. And we're going to show you the correlation or the connection between Levi and the north country. So Levi, the north gate. Ezekiel 48, 30 to 31. Ezekiel 48, 30 to 31. Let me get it on, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And these are the going out of the city on the north side, 4,500 measures. And the gate of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Yasharel. 3 gates northward, 1 gate for Reuben, 1 gate for Yehuda, one gate of Yehuda, 1 gate of Levi.
1 gate of Levi. So the northward, it is Levi. Now the Most High gave me a dream about Levi as it connects to Jamaica. And the dream was simply about 6 or 7 letters, 7 words rather. And let me get it on the screen let me get the words on the screen that the Most High gave to me. And this was what was said in the dream. One, two, three, four, five, six. The Most High said, "Be still, Levi, and quiet me. Now, when I got those words, for I could not understand them for a time. Be still, Levi, and quiet me. I don't understand that. And we checked how Phineas was not still and quieted the Most High. And so it was after digging that I kind of got the understanding of this verse. When Levi is still, Levi keeps the wrath from Yasharal. Numbers 1:52 to 53. When Levi is still, Levi keeps the wrath away from Yasharal. I'm going to show you this in Numbers 1. Numbers 1:52 to 53. Go ahead, please.
And the children of Yasharal shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard, throughout their hosts. But the Levites shall pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Yasharal. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony.
So all the Levites have to do is to pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony. And there will be no wrath on the children of Yasharal. Be still, Levi, and quiet me. So when Levi is still, then the Most High will be quieted. But what happens when Levi is not still? What happens if anyone fights against Levi? Deuteronomy 33, 8 to 11. Deuteronomy 33, 8 to 11. Deuteronomy 33, 8. Go ahead, please.
And of Levi he said, Let thy Thummim and thy Urim be with thy Kadosh one, whom thou didst prove at Massa, and with whom thou didst strive at the waters of Mariba. Who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they have observed thy word, and kept thy covenant.
So the children of Yasharal strove with Moses and Aaron at Meribah. Let's go to verse 11. So when the nation strives, when anyone strives against it's the wrong one. Let me go back to the Bible. I need 10 to 11. I think I do need 10 to 11. Deuteronomy 33. Let me see if I need 10 to 11. Yes. 10 to 11. Let me get the Bible on. All right, read 10 to 11, please.
They shall teach Jacob thy judgments, and Yasharal thy law. They shall put incense before thee, and whole burnt sacrifice upon thine altar. Barak I am, his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again.
No, we're talking about the black horse. And the black horse is going to quiet the Most High's ruach in the north country. And we saw the north country as the places of our captivity. Now we see Levi I got a dream about Levi, quiet, be still, Levi, and quiet me. And this happened, and we have it on the prophecy channel, but I have to do it again. This happened in a night in which I got about 3 or 4 dreams, but I think 3 in succession was about Levi and Jamaica. And in this second dream, the dream was actually the Prime Minister of Jamaica fighting against Levi. Now, I don't know where this dream, because I had none of these things in my thoughts about Prime Minister of Jamaica fighting against the tribe of Levi. And it was a hockey game, and the Prime Minister had on his hockey gears, the Jamaican hockey gears, and he was coming around with great anger. Let me get myself off. I want you to bear this in mind. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, against Levi, and of them that hate him, and that they rise not again. So let me get myself on the screen so I can properly explain it. So the Jamaican Prime Minister was skating around, coming around this anti-clockwise, from an anti-clockwise direction. And I was right there watching. The Levites were not represented by people, they were just represented by some white hockey sticks. And when the Prime Minister came with great anger at the Levites just put out their sticks and hit out the stick out of the Prime Minister's hand. And when they hit it out of his hand, after that, there was like a press conference, and he was there very sorry and apologizing for coming at the Levites. Now, when that was finished, I had another dream after that. And this dream was that I saw the same picture of everything, the Prime Minister at the same place where the Levites disarmed him. But when I saw him this time, there was only the uniform that was there. Everything that was there, but he was not there. And there was no Jamaica on his chest, very significantly. So, when I got the understanding of all of this now, and with other dreams that I got, that I shared on it, this is judgment is coming to Jamaica. Let me go back to what it says in Deuteronomy 33:11. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, that they rise not again. That they rise not again. That means when Jamaica is hit, there's no rising again. And you can check out that video. This is just one of the several dreams on Jamaica and its destruction. Now, that is just the part to do with the Black Horse and Jamaica. Now, the more intricate part of it now was our brother Etakan had a dream yesterday, and he shared it with me. Because when I was told about the Black Horse, I was thinking, what am I going to say about the Black Horse? But he had a dream that was kind of perplexing to him. And he will tell you about it. Go ahead, Atikan.
Oh, let me just get it here.
Yeah, so a lot of this, what we're going to go forward are dreams and their manifestations and all of that we're going to give. Go ahead.
Shalom. So in this dream, it was like I was shown a virus in India that is very fatal.
All right, is it back on? Huh? Is it back on? All right. It was Daniel 8. Was it Daniel 8?
Yeah, I think it's
15 or something?
yes. Daniel 8, 15 to 19.
Oh, let me get it on the screen. Daniel 8, 15. Go ahead, please.
And it came to pass, when I, even I, Daniel, had seen the vision, and sought for the meaning then, behold, there stood before me, as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. So he came near where I stood. And when he came, I was afraid, and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, Understand, O Son of Man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. Now as he was speaking with...
No. That is 17, okay, right?
Yes.
For at the time of the end shall be the vision. So you have to talk now, like what you, yeah.
Yes. And then the dream continued after that when so it ended off with the part where I said that the virus comes from cows. And then all of a sudden a futuristic looking craft with tentacles which started off as an orb. So it started off as a like an orb, almost like a star. And it flew over the settlement where we were, and then it came back. But when it came back, it was it morphed into a craft, a futuristic-looking craft with tentacles on either side. And then this craft dropped a silver, like it threw out a silver ball, and this silver ball released green gases, which were like fatal and deadly. So anyone who would breathe in the gases would instantly die. And so it was like I held my breath in the dream, and then I ran into this little shack or settlement where we were staying in this place. But the thing is, this green gas is, if you're caught in it, it still irritated my skin for the short time I was in it. So I understood that if you stay long in the green gas, it would erode your skin. It would start eating your skin. So, and then, yes, so like, must I say more?
No, let me just give mine.
Yes.
No, you speak about when you see the craft turning back, go and turn back.
Yes, because okay. So what I was saying to explain. So the craft came over the settlement where we were as an orb, and it went past, and then everyone just saw it, and no one paid attention to it. But then it came back, and when it came back, it morphed into an orb, and then it threw out the silver ball, which then released gases, and it became like a pestilence in this place that we were. So it first passed. It went north. Is it north, right? It went south, and then it came back and went north again over the settlement.
Okay. Now, was it the same day or the day before?
I think it was
27th.
No, I think yours was like 2 days before. I think
2 days before. I got a dream also. That is, I think, was very similar. Yeah, I dreamt we were at a location in South Africa, but it looked kind of like Brazil type of shantytown type of thing. And I remember a brother called Al George was there. I was alerted by an aeroplane flying overhead that was flying unusually low. Seeing the bottom of the airplane as it flew overhead, I immediately thought that this was not a normal airplane. It looked so big and sophisticated from below. I wonder if this could be an army plane. Do they have the technology in SA, South Africa, to build such a plane? After the plane flew over, Then people in the camp started running out of their rooms, fascinated with the plane. It moved very slowly over us, and we saw it closer than before. Underneath, it was not smooth but had many different segments. I moved from one side of the room to another to see it in the sky over us. It flew away, and Al George was speaking about some books that were available because someone downloaded them through a torrent website. I don't know what's the correlation with that. Then people were still looking at the plane. I could see it far to my west, to my left. Then we saw that it was coming back. When I looked, it returned, landing or almost landing. It seemed to have a scanner on it, which I thought was to pick up information or something. The airplane was an army green color. Army green color. I hid, I think it says similar to this green here. That's here. I hid behind my room and could see one of the sisters here in her brownish mustard-like clothing looking through her door. I even lay on the ground so it will not be able to detect me if I am lying on the ground. I wondered what it was, if it was the government or it was aliens, quote unquote, persons who we did not know. So when we got the dreams and we put the dreams together, we saw a kind of a pattern. And can you remember some of the things that are similar?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they're saying that they didn't hear the dreams. They said the sound went.
Oh, come on.
It said sound left beginning of dream.
Oh, let me see something here. So are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now?
We can hear you about 5 minutes ago.
Can you hear? Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, cheers.
And look at somebody posted. Somebody says Nipah virus. Nipah virus has struck India. Good day to all. Nipah virus has struck India. I don't know what that is. So, man, told me to give over this dream. Let me go again. I dreamt we were at a location here in South Africa. And I remember a brother.
They say we only missed the from Etikan.
They missed it?
That's what I think that's what Avivi's saying. I don't know.
Oh. Etikan's dream was cut off right at the beginning, so you have to go again. Go again, Etikan.
Okay. So I had a dream, and in this dream, it was like I was seeing or being shown a virus in India that is fatal. It has only affected 177 people, but I remember in the dream, Elder said they will make it spread on purpose to cause a serious pandemic. The virus comes from cows. And then the dream kind of morphed into a part where there was a futuristic craft with tentacles. But this craft started off as an orb. It started off as it looked like a star actually, like an orb, a round orb. And it flew when the settlement, similar to Aldo's dream, the settlement was very run down. It was very dingy. And then there was this orb that flew over the settlement. And then after it flew over and went to the left, it came back again. But when it came back this time, it morphed into a futuristic-looking craft with tentacles. And then all of a sudden, this craft released a silver ball, almost like a bomb. And then when the silver ball opened up, it released green gases that was like pestilence. And anyone who would inhale the gas would immediately fall and perish, I guess. And so I remember in the dream I was holding my breath, and then I ran into this little shack that I lived in the settlement. And but the thing is, I was in the gas. I wasn't breathing in the gas, but I was exposed to the gas. So, and my skin felt irritation for being in the gas for that short period of time. So I understood in the dream that the longer you stay in this gas, it like erodes your skin. Like it will cause like some kind of yeah, it will like eat up your skin if you stay in this green gas.
Yes, so we realized that there was something unique about both of our dreams together. One of them were two flying crafts. And the fact that the crafts were different, they were unique. The crafts appeared to not be of this world. Another thing about the crafts was that they flew and they turned back. Another thing about the crafts, what's it again?
The flu came back, and you didn't John have a round opening?
Yes.
Also, yes.
The craft that I saw had a little round opening on the side of it. And his also had a round opening as well. Let me get back on to the banners. Yeah. Yeah. So we looked at this together, and should we speak about the airplanes today?
Oh, that was very strange.
Yeah. And speaking about airplanes again, a very strange thing happened about 2:45 here where we are. You'd have to see it to believe it. 4 airplanes were flying in formation close to each other. And they flew in from the north to the south. And when I looked up, I was in shock. Now, other people were here, and they just ignored the airplanes. It was the strangest thing I have ever seen. The airplanes flew low, as we saw in the dream. They flew very low, and they were loud, and people were talking and ignoring it. And I was like saying to myself in my mind, look up, look up, look up, because what was up was significant. Because what I saw were 2 airplanes in the middle, 2 in the middle. They were black predominantly and white. And then 2 flanking airplanes, one to the left, one to the right. And these airplanes were red, both red and white. So you had 2 black in the middle, 2 black and white in the middle, 2 red and white at the ends. The red horse of Revelation 6, the white horse of Revelation 6, and the black horse of Revelation 6 over our heads. So while I was telling them about it, because it flew south and went out of sight. So while I was telling them about it, and I was saying that the thing passed and none of you looked up, none of you looked at it. We just hear the sound coming back. When we look overhead, they flew even lower than before. And everyone could see the red, black, and white airplanes. And we said, wow, this is a message. The red horse, the black horse. And the red horse was flanking the black horse in the middle. I call them the airplane's horse. Because this could only be, what are the chances? I have never seen anything like this before. Never. In my life, anywhere that I've been, that I've seen 4 airplanes flying in formation so low overhead. And these were black and white and red and white. So, our sister here also had a dream, because you have to put everything, there's a whole lot of dreams and a whole lot of different things that are coming together. Our sister had a dream here about Anthony Fauci. About Anthony Fauci. Let me get it on the screen. Um, up, up. No, I don't have that dream. Um, man, I don't have the dream. Can I remember it? Let me see if I can remember it. Let me go. Yeah, I asked her to send it. So Sister Maria had a dream about Anthony Fauci. She said, I was under a table and I could see three people talking. Anthony Fauci, his wife, and a woman who I felt was a nurse or doctor. The woman was explaining how there was a course that taught how to prepare 5 dishes, and she was trying to convince Fauci to do it for his son and how it would cost $1,800. Anthony Fauci was like, it cost too much, and he was going to trust in Yahuwah and Yahusha for help. He was going to trust in Yahuwah and Yahusha for help. Now, Anthony Fauci trusting Yahuwah or Yahusha, that sounds so far-fetched. Since Fauci said it was no need for the classes, the woman got short with them and ended the conversation. I moved to the door and realized a lot of my things were scattered on the ground. I remember a small red toy box that holds Legos being among the stuff I gathered. I packed my black suitcase very quickly and left the office. I headed to the elevator and noticed I was on the 6th floor. I made my way to the lobby and all right. Okay. So, yeah, Etikan also had a dream that kind of matched up with this because we were thinking Fauci trusting in the Most High. Because what we're going to show you is that this time, the time of the black horse, the time of the black horse, we are here and the tendency is to feel sad for what is happening. But if we feel sad, then we are actually saying that the Most High is wrong for allowing this to happen. Yeah? We cannot feel down because the Most High uses evil. He says he created the wicked for the day of evil. He says he created good and he creates evil. So, what we're going to show you is that there are people who appear to be evil, but they're actually doing good, according to the Most High. So could you give us the dream, please?
Okay, so the same dream it's still the same dream with the aircraft and the bomb that was released with the green gas. The dream kind of morphed into, so we lived in the settlement that was very run down, but in the dream it's almost like I had the understanding that this was a camp of the for saints, so people who are resistant. but it was very run down, it was very shabby, but it felt like a place where there was oneness and togetherness and a lot of happiness. But it's just that it looked very impoverished. And all of a sudden there was a woman who was, she said in the dream the woman was 90 years old. And then I remember us thinking that, oh, she only has 10 more years left until she reaches 100. And then I said to the woman that I don't believe that she will see death. And then this woman had, like, I don't know whether it was almost like a grandson or a caregiver. And the grandson's name, or the caregiver's name, was Nathaniel. And in this dream, it almost felt like, it was very, very weird, but it felt like Nathaniel was of another faction. Like, it was like he was of the opposite side, and I was of another faction. And but at the same time, it was like myself and Nathaniel would meet where I would give him advice, because in the dream I understood that this Nathaniel was somehow like an advisor to Lucifer, right? And in the dream it was like I was like an advisor to my faction. And but then we would meet up with Nathaniel, then I would give him advice. And then but it would happen in a way where none of our factions knew that we would like meet up, and I would be giving him advice and would speak at all. But it was very, very strange, because I felt, especially when I was speaking to Nathaniel, it didn't feel like he was wicked in a sense. It just felt like there was no animosity at all, because even when the bomb fell, this bomb of pestilence fell, and everything was haywire and everyone was running around, I remember seeing in the dream that this Nathaniel character ran to my mom, and he asked my mom, like, where is Etikan? Is he okay? Is he good? He was concerned for my well-being in the dream. And then so that's what it was, very, very confusing. But then in the dream, it was like this Nathaniel character was supposed to be of the opposite faction. He was supposed to be the advisor for Satan. But he showed such good traits. Like he wasn't malicious or evil in any sort of way. And then I remember thinking in the dream that I don't know if this Nathaniel might actually be good and maybe like a mole pretending to be evil, or I didn't understand. I didn't understand at all, because he was supposed to be evil, but he was not evil at all. So I guess that's the best way I can put it.
Mm. So he was supposed to be evil, but he was not evil at all. And so when you look at the dream about Fauci, we kind of get an understanding of what it is saying, that Fauci is actually doing the will of the Most High. What is wrong with this thingy? So every time we change it, the audio switches.
Mm-mm.
Hear it, Elder.
Huh?
I still hear it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the Most High has people who he uses. So even in the scriptures, we see that there is no animosity towards evil, because evil is doing I am's will. Luke 21:25-28. Let's go to the Bible. Luke 21. Now before we even go Luke 21, we can go to one of the most famous ones. Job or Job 1. Is it 1 or 2? Yeah. Yeah. Job 1 verse 6. Job 1 verse 6.
Now there was a day when the sons of I Am came to present themselves before I Am, and Satan came also among them. And I Am said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered I Am, and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And I Am said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth I Am, and instrueth evil? Then Satan answered I Am, and said, Doth Job fear I Am for naught? Hast thou not made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face.
So
And-
we see, continue.
And I am said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of I am.
All right, so we see a casual conversation there, like between friends. No animosity. Satan doing what he's doing, and the Most High accepting what Satan is actually presenting and proposing. So when it comes to the black horse, it is now trouble that's going to come on the earth. But guess what? Hamashiach said, when you see these things, your redemption draws nigh. Luke 21:25 to 28. We should be rejoicing. That is why the Most High gave us a time of repentance to cleanse us, so that when this time comes, that we are prepared for it. We are watching, not worrying. Continue.
And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of I Am coming in a cloud with power and great splendor. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
He didn't say we are to be scared, or we are to panic, or we are to worry. He says, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draws nigh. Our redemption draws nigh. Zion is just one bit closer when we go through this. Now, let's give just another example of so-called evil being used for good, for the good of Yahuwah. The evil being called the servant of the Most High, Jeremiah 27, verse 6.
And now have I given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him. And
My servant, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant. The Most High called Nebuchadnezzar his servant. Now, in the book called the Prayer of Azariah, I cannot pick it up on my screen, but I'll just read it. The Prayer of Azariah, let me see if I can get it on. Yeah. Prayer of Azariah 1 verse 9. Do you have it?
yes.
Read it, please.
And you did deliver us into the hands of a Torahless enemies, most hateful forsakers of I am, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world.
This is Nebuchadnezzar. This is who the Most High called his servant. Azariah is saying he's the most wicked king in the world. And the Most High says, he's my servant. So in this dream that our sister Moria had, it's actually telling you that Anthony Fauci is Yahuwah's servant. That's what it's telling you. Yeah? Because, let me just get the verse, because probably if I don't get the verse, it's, let me try to remember where it is. It's in Proverbs 16:4. Let me get it on the screen. Proverbs 16:4. Read it, please.
I am hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked, even the Fauci, for the day of evil he has created for himself. That's what the dream is telling you. So these wickedness that these people are doing, they are to fulfill the Most High's plan because he created good, he created evil, as he says in Isaiah chapter 45, I think verse 7. Read it, please.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I am, do all these things.
All right, so he created the wicked for the day of evil. So we have to understand that evil is there to test us, so we have something significant to overcome. That's the power of evil. Evil is there to test us. Let's go to the book of Joshua chapter 22. Where is this Joshua? I don't think I have it here. I haven't used it in a time. Let me get it downloaded. You have anything else to send in the meantime while I download it?
No.
Oh yeah, Book of Joshua. Download. All right, I got it. What chapter did I say?
Chapter 2,
20 something I said. 22?
22. Oh.
Chapter 22.
Joshua.
Verse what did I say? 22 verse 22 verse 46 to 55. Where is it? All right, chapter 22, 46. This program is not a program that you can go through quickly at all. All right, let me get it expanded. Can you go ahead?
And the day arrived when the sons of I am came and placed themselves before I am. And Satan also came with the sons of I am before Yahuwah. And I am said unto Satan, Whence come you? And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And I am said to Satan, What is your word to me concerning all the children of the earth? And Satan answered I am, and said, I have seen all the children of the earth who serve you, and remember you, when they require anything from you. And when you give them the thing which they require from you, they sit at their ease, and forsake you, and they remember you no more. Have you seen Abraham, the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and he served me, and he served you, and erected altars to you wherever he came, and he brought up offerings upon them, and he proclaimed your name continually to all the children of the earth. And now that his son Ishak is born to him, he has forsaken you. He has made a great feast for all the inhabitants of the land, and I am he has forgotten. For amidst all that he has done, he brought you no offering, neither ascending smoke offering, nor peace offering, neither ox, lamb, nor goat of all that he killed on the day that his son was weaned. Even from the time of his son's birth till now, being 37 years, he built no altar before you, nor brought any offering to you, for he saw that you did give what he requested before you, and he therefore forsook you.
Mm-hmm.
And I am said to Satan, have you thus considered my servant Abraham? For there is none like him upon earth, a perfect and upright man before me, one that fears I am and avoids evil. As I live, were I to say unto him, bring up Ishak your son before me, he would not withhold him from me. Much more if I told him to bring up an ascending smoke offering before me from his flock or herds. And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, speak then now unto Abraham as you have said, and you will see whether he will not this day transgress and cast aside your words.
All right. I know this is an example of what? Free will. Some people say there's no free will. This is free will here. Satan is saying, no, he's not going to do it. And the Most High is saying, I know he's going to do it. Free will. Now, at the end when Abraham did it, let's go to 23:69.
Oh. Oh no. 23:69. Okay. At that time I am appeared unto Abraham, and called to him from heaven, and said unto him, lay not your hand upon the lad, neither do you anything unto him. For now I know that you fear I am in performing this act, and in not withholding your son, your beloved, from me.
All right, so let me just make a little statement here now. What we are seeing here, it is in the end time, the challenge with good and evil, it is emunah or faith that is going to determine whether or not we succeed. Notice, both times, Job and with Abraham, the Most High gave up Job and Abraham to Hasatan, and it is their emunah that is being tested. In the end times, when it comes to the horses, the black horse, it's our emunah or our faith that is going to be tested. We do not have to be dismayed. All we have to do is to remain steadfast in our emunah. Now, for those who have been listening to us and following us, we have been given the opportunity to repent. That opportunity is an opportunity to cleanse ourselves so that we can be right before the Most High, so that we can receive some form of shelter. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Some type of shelter in the storm. But it is the emunah that is going to be important. So let's look a little more of spiritual significance of these end time horses. The Song of Moses gives us something out of it. Exodus 15 verses 1 to 19. The horses of Revelation are the spiritual similitude to coming out of Egypt when the horses went after our people. Exodus 15, 1 to 19.
Then sang
Hold
Moses.
on, hold on. Let me get it on. Oh, this is the wrong one. Exodus 15, I said.
15:1 to 15.
Go ahead.
Then sang Moses and the children of Yasharal the song unto I Am, and spake, saying, I will sing unto I Am, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea.
The horse and his rider he hath thrown into the sea. Now remember we said that this is the time of the Most High. This is how he executes. This is how he tries mankind. And at the end, he's going to throw the horse and the rider in the sea. Just like how Hasatan is being used here. And in the book of Revelation 19, it tells you that Satan shall be bound for how long after the Most High is finished with him. So the Most High will use whom he has to use from the evil side. And then when he's finished, he's going to get rid of them. That's the difference with the evil and the good. When he uses the good have an opportunity to live forever. When he uses the evil will be cast aside. Go ahead.
I Am is my strength and song. He is become my salvation. He is my I Am, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's I Am, and I will exalt him.
So this salvation has to do with the horses. The Revelation 6 horses, the black horse has to do with salvation. Yes, it is going to signal the collapse of the financial sector, the collapse of economies, famine, pestilence, judgment, misery, death, flood, every negative thing you can think about. But guess what? It is for our salvation. What we need to do is to make sure that we are pure and clean, so that when this happens, the Most High will set us apart and his wrath will not be on us. Continue.
I Am is a man of war, and Yahuwah is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his hosts hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea.
In the Red Sea, and the red here, it's supposed to be Red Sea, but it's significant that it is red because we're talking about the red horse. Now, Yahuwah is a man of war. Now, when we have the red horse, that is the war machine. The red horse is the nations of this world that are going to be warring. But the significant thing about the warring is that they will be destroying one another. The war will be there to test the world, yes, but it will be also the wicked warring against the other. Continue.
The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O I Am, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O I Am, hath dashed in pieces the enemy.
So nothing is different. That is why when it comes to these horses, we do not have to fear. The Most High has the ultimate say. He is the one who is allowing these people to execute it so that the Most High's will and purpose can be done in this earth. The earth cannot continue being nice and rosy because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So if everything is nice and everything is so good and you're there enjoying yourself, everything is peaceful and everything goes, that is against the Most High's will, because the Most High is not the wicked. He gave the earth into the hand of the wicked so that the wicked can be his tool to bring the world to righteousness, to perfection. Continue.
And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sentest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And with the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The floods stood upright as an heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst blow with thy wind. The sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters.
So, just as when we were coming out of Egypt, in the end times, those of his people who are in line with his word, in line with his will be protected. The wicked will be destroying one another, and sinners will be destroyed. But those who are his righteous people will be preserved. That is why we do not need to be dismayed through all of this. All we have to do, make sure we repent, make sure that we are in right standing with the Most High, so that in the end we will not be on the wrong end, on the receiving end of anything that is bad. Continue.
Who is like unto I am among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchedst out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou, in thy mercy, hast led forth the people, which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy Kadosh habitation.
There we go. This is how he's going to guide us to Zion. These horses, these trumpets, these seals, all of these things are essential to get us to Zion. When these things start to take place, this black horse, we are one step closer to Zion, unto his holy habitation. Continue.
The people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold on the inhabitants of Palestine. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed.
The who?
The dukes of Edom.
The dukes of Edom are the kings in this world, like Prince Charles, the Queen of Sweden, and King of Denmark, and all of those places. These are the dukes of Edom. They shall be amazed. Continue.
The mighty men of Moab, trembling shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away.
So when these horses or whatever are being executed, those, notice he didn't say the children of Yasharal. It says, it speaks about Palestine, Edom, Moab, Canaan or Canaan. Verse 16.
Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine army, they shall be
Of thy arm, thine arm.
of thy arm, they shall be as still as a stone, till thy people pass over, O I am, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased.
Which thou hast purchased. These are the righteous people. So in the end, remember Yahuwah says he does not change. It's the same thing that's going to happen. Those who are purchased are those who are walking in the likeness and the similitude of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let me just give an interjection here. Right here. Till the people pass over which thou hast purchased. Bear that in mind. You know, there are people who want to flee out of the midst of Babylon. And people have said, I don't know how you get here, Etikon. I want to get myself. Okay, I can only come here. There are people who want to flee out of the midst of Babylon. And, you know, the Most High said something to us that is very significant. In that, our sister here had a dream in which she was speaking with the Messiah. And the Messiah was showing displeasure at those of us who fled out of the midst of Babylon. And she said to them that what they left their places and came to serve you. Something like that. And he said, no, they didn't come to serve me. They came here for their own selfish reasons. They came for their own selfish reasons. Most of us, when we come out of Babylon, we do not come to serve Hamashiach. The mindset is not. I have come to serve a Mashiach unto death. I am ready to die. No, most of us came here to save our skins. We came here because we believe that this is a safer place than where we are. So people are running for safekeeping. Hamashiach is saying that you will be rejected. He is saying that all the people that he wants are those who have come to serve him. And, you know, when I look back at it, even myself in looking back at it, being brought here and called here, yes, you're here doing what you're doing, but there's always this thing, you just focus on this Babylon. This thought now about even dying for Yahusha, it kind of slip away in the background. You had it once, but now your focus is on coming out of Babylon and going back into Zion. So you end up serving your own selfish reasons. So those people who will be protected through these horses are those people who belong to Hamashiach, who are willing to make sacrifices to give up everything to serve Yahusha Hamashiach. That's the people who he has purchased. The word says you are bought as a price, at a price. Therefore exalt Yahuwah in your body and in your ruach, which are Yahuwah's. So you have to exalt Yahusha, you have to serve Yahusha, you have to have the mindset to, unto death, to serve Yahusha Hamashiach. Do not even think about leaving where you are unless that is your mindset. Okay? Because Yahuwah, the Ruach Yahusha sees and knows everything. Let me go back to the Bible. Where were you?
17.
All right, 17. Which verse are we supposed to go to? 19. Go ahead.
Thou shalt bring them in, and plant them in the mountains of thine inheritance, in the place, O I am, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary, O I am, which thy hands have established.
So this is Zion. So it's the people who he has purchased, the people who are willing to not love their lives unto death. These are the people who he has purchased, and these are the people who will inherit Zion. Those people who are just there because some evil is coming on this earth, and we are running from the black horse, and so we are running to try to find and save ourselves. These are people, by the way, who are asking questions like, where will I work? And other little details of just fitting back in Babylon, coming from, for example, United States, wherever, and then just fitting right back in Babylon, wanting to continue their Babylonian lifestyle. People that will not work. Hamashiach wants people who are willing to give up everything to serve him. Let me take it from you, who has had this experience over time. This is indeed how it is. Okay? That is how it is. Continue.
I am shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and I am brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Yasharal went on dry land in the midst of the sea.
You see it? That's the difference. So when these horses, black horse, etc., start to be activated, the children of Yasharal will be preserved through it all. But the others will perish. We have to make sure that we qualify to be protected. We are those who are diligently seeking to serve Yahuwah with our whole hearts. Okay? Now, let's give a little thing here, a little well-known fact. let me get this thing off. That coming up. Genesis 49, verse 16. We keep telling people that the world has been deceived by this tribe here. This tribe that people believe is going to be or has actually vanished. Read from verse 17, please.
Dan shall be from 17 or 16.
Yes, 16, sorry.
Okay. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Yasharal.
So Dan shall judge his people. This is end time here. Because go to verse 18.
I have waited for thy salvation, O I am.
So he shall judge his people. He will wait for thy salvation. Salvation comes in the end. Dan will be around in the end. And let's see what Dan will do when it has to do with this horse. Verse 17.
Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backwards.
You see it? Dan has something to do with this in this end time horsey thingy. Yeah? The Most High is going to use Dan to bite the horse's heels, and then the Most High is going to execute the judgment. And we're going to show you the next one. Let's go to the next one. So Dan will bite the horse's heels. Where is that verse? I missed the verse. I don't know where the verse is. There's another verse that goes with it. All right. Only hope it comes back up. But I had... What?
Oh.
Whoa! Man! All praises
okay.
to the Most High. It didn't hit you.
No.
Yeah, where was I again? Let me see if I can find that. Yes, Amos 2, verse 15 to 16 goes with that. So Dan will bite the horse's heels, and then the Most High will do this.
Neither shall
Hold
he.
on,
Oh,
hold on.
sorry.
Why this thing here is so hard? What did I say?
Amos 2, 15, 16.
Yeah. Amos 2. This, what you call it? Everlasting Gospel is going to be a shocker to most people. So many new things in it, so many different manifestations of the Most High's will. Verse 15.
Neither shall he stand that handleth the bow, and he that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself. Neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself. And he that is courageous among the mighty shall flee away naked in that day, saith I am.
So Dan shall bite the heels, and then the Most High will execute. That's how it works. All right? Read 14. Therefore the flight.
Therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force. Neither shall the mighty deliver himself.
You see it? You see that thingy there? So a lot of strange things are going to happen in the end.
No.
But anyway, let's go back to India now. We're going back to India. Virus from India spread by cow. Genesis 41, 17 to 32. Genesis 41, 17 to 32. Virus from India spread by cow. We're going to look at the meaning of cow. Read it, please.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored, and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kine did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored, as at the beginning. So I woke up.
All right, so I awoke.
Woke.
So these are the meager cows eating up the fat ones. So this actually speaks of economic ruin, economic collapse, famine, and a time of struggles. All right? You can read the rest of it to see what happened with Joseph. Now, in Etakan's dream, he dreamt that the virus from India affected 177 persons. We're going to look at the biblical significance of 177. Biblical significance of 177. Where is that? All right? 177 Bible meaning. In the Hebrew Bible, the number 177 corresponds to the name Uel, E-U-E-L. This name is derived from 2 Hebrew words. It's what's that? Aleph, and what's that? Lamed, and Aleph, and I don't know what that is. Yeah, which together can be interpreted as wish of I am. Wish of I am. So what it's saying, this virus affecting 177 people, it is declaring what we have been trying to lay out here, that this is the will of the Most High. So the wicked, and you know, we used to be there and saying, oh, these people are wicked and they're doing this and that. But they're helping our redemption. And we are looking at it at that, those are so wicked, and why are they doing this? Oh, these wicked people. When we do that, we're actually going against the Most High. Because it is the Most High's will for it to happen. Notice you see it here, look at it here. 177 means wish of I am. That means it is the Most High's will that this happens. Yeah? Wish or will of I am. Now that's the Hebrew context, and I'm going to show you something. In the Greek context, G177 is associated with the term akatakalup. All right? Yeah, that. Meaning uncovered or unveiled. Uncovered or unveiled. This is where the Most High is uncovering or unveiling the black horse. And it is his will that this happens. This is what the 177 is actually saying. Now, India is very significant at this moment because the European Union actually made a landmark. They call it the mother of all deals, something like that. They actually made a deal with India because the President of the United States is going around stirring up everybody to destroy America. That can be the only thing that we can say. Even people who do not have much wisdom must be able to see that Donald Trump is trying to do everything to get America hated, to get America isolated, and to destroy America's economy. But the blinded there are saying, yes, it's doing for America. It's about time somebody stands up for America. He's destroying you. because no country in this world can stand on its own, none whatsoever. So India is critical because the European Union made an agreement with India the other day. But first, let us look at Trump becoming an enemy. Trump becoming an enemy to his friends through the use of tariffs. Can I get this video on? Let me see if I can get a video on so I can play it for you. Let me just play a little part of it. Downloaded. Yeah, Trump and his tariffs.
On January 26, India and the European Union announced what they're calling the mother of all deals, a $27 trillion free trade agreement covering 2 billion people, the largest trade pact either side has ever signed. And Donald Trump just watched it happen because his own tariff strategy pushed them together. Let me show you how the President of the United States accidentally created the world's biggest economic alliance and left America on the outside looking in. This story starts in August 2025. Trump imposed 50% tariffs on all goods from India. Not 10%, not 20%, 50%. The highest tariff rate imposed on any major U.S. trading partner. Why? 2 reasons. 25% was labeled reciprocal tariffs. Trump claimed India's tariffs on American goods were too high, so he was matching them. The other 25%? Punishment for buying Russian oil. Trump's team calculated that these tariffs would force India to the negotiating table, force them to accept American terms, force them to stop buying from Russia, force them to give U.S. companies access to India's protected agricultural market. The pressure campaign was relentless. Trump personally attacked Modi. His officials called the Ukraine war Modi's war. They branded India a conduit for Moscow. They said India was financing Putin's military. The message was clear. Deal with us on our terms, or face economic isolation. India's response? They made 4 major trade deals in 6 months. UK, Oman, New Zealand, and now the big one, Europe. Let me show you what happened on the European side because the EU got the same treatment. In 2025, Trump imposed 15% tariffs on European goods. This was after the EU had already negotiated a trade deal with the United States. They thought they had an agreement. Trump imposed tariffs anyway. Then
All right, so this man even sounds like AI. Anyway, well, you're getting the information. This is what Trump has done. He has gone on a tariff war with almost every country and has made America isolated. And now the other nations have come together. India is now at the forefront of this battle because India has the world's largest population. And having the world's largest population, it's the largest potential market. And so the other nations are scrambling to go to India. And this, I believe, is going to cause the downfall of the United States. Now, remember, Etikan said in his dream that it was spread by cows. It was spread by cows. Let me get this. Let me get the correlation between cows and the stock market. The stock market is one of those that will be hit in with this black horse. Where is it? Yeah. There is a wire feedback. I don't know what you call a wire feedback. I don't know what you call a wire or oh, I know. I see. Thank you very much, Shamarion. Yeah. correlation between cows and the stock market. Because remember, we are saying this black horse here, stock market, economy, finances, famine, pestilence, everything in one. A bull market represents a period of rising stock prices, typically defined as a 20% or more gain in major indices, signaling high investor confidence, optimism, and economic growth. Often lasting for months or years, this trend encourages buying behavior, with bulls being investors who believe prices will rise. Now you can read the rest of it. The importance of the stock market is that it's related to the cows, because Etikan said virus was spread by cows. The stock market is the core of the world's economy, because every nation is living in this volatile gambling where they gamble stocks online. Call it the stock exchange, a legal gambling. You buy here, you sell there. You buy because you think this might happen. You buy because, and then your wealth is based on that. And so each nation's wealth is directly tied to the stock market. If the stock market collapses, the economy will no doubt collapse. Okay? So this being tied to the cow, we believe, is significant, because this cow has to do with prosperity. Now, India. What is the meaning of the name India? Can I get this on the screen? Let me remove this. Meaning of India. Let me get off some of these. All right, I see. Remove. 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 Let me try it again. All right. Why can't it be shared? Okay. All right. The meaning of India, from the name of the country of India, which is itself derived from the name of the Indus River. The river's name is ultimately from Sanskrit Sindhu, meaning body of trembling water. River. Now, where did we get this body of trembling water before? Isaiah 51, verse 17. Go and read that, please.
Okay.
The body of trembling water.
Okay. Isaiah 51?
17.
17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of I am the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out.
And wrung them out. The cup of trembling. India comes from Indus, which means body of trembling water. The cup of trembling is what the Most High promises in the end time to take from us, his people, and give it to the nations. To take the cup of trembling from us, because we have been drinking from the cup of trembling throughout our captivity up to this point. The Most High is going to take it away from us, and he's going to put it to the nations. Let's go to verse 18. Let me do it in the Bible. So, yeah, let's do it in the Bible. What's that? Isaiah 51.
17 to 18.
Yeah, so we're going to do 18. Isaiah 51, 18. Continue.
There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up.
Just like her today, there is nobody to lift us up as a people. You notice it? We are just there. The nations have their way with us, and we are just there. We cannot even unite. There's none to guide her among all the sons whom she has brought forth. And I told you the other day, the Most High showed me the verse with Ahab. I saw all Yasharal scattered as sheep without shepherd. And I said, every man to his place. So there is nobody to guide us. Verse 19.
These two things are come out unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee?
So this is the black horse here. Continue.
Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of I am, the rebuke of thy I am. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted, and drunken, but not with wine. Thus saith I am.
Well, this
who I
drunken
am.
here, sorry about it, sorry to cut you. This drunken here is the drunkenness of Babylon. So those of us who are still drunk with the wine of Babylon, holding on to this Babylon system, holding on, holding on, holding on. Let's see what it says.
Thus saith I am who I am, and thy allure, that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
Thou shalt no more drink it again. Yay! Celebration! Thou shalt no more drink it again. This that you're seeing here with the black horse, this is what is happening. He's taking out the cup of trembling out of our hands, India, the river of trembling, the water of trembling, and he's going to put it into the hands of those who afflicted us. And we know who those people are. Continue.
Thus,
But I will. Or you
But-
want to say thus
oh,
again? Go
yes.
thus again.
thus saith I am who I am, and thy allure that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as the street, to them that went over.
Look here. The United States of America is written all over this. It's the chief of all of these people. Our people have done everything. They say they want us to build this, we build that for them. They say, okay, we're going to war, fight for us. Our people go and fight for them. We come back, everything that they want us to do, we do it. They still hate us, they still despise us, they still walk over us. Yeah? But the cup of trembling, this is what India signifies. Because America signifies the chief of the oppressors, the chief of those that afflict our people. So the cup has passed through to them. Now also, we're still looking at the dreams. I only hope you remember them. What's the significance of both aircrafts going away and coming back? We believe it's the return of the plagues. Remember, 2019, 2020, that's what, 7 years ago, thereabouts. 7 years ago, we had the plagues. Now we believe that the plagues are coming back once again. The return of the plagues. Because our sister here, Maria, had another dream. A dream which I called put on your mask. Let me put on your mask. That is, let me get the thing here. Where is it again? Oh. Put on your mask. Yeah. What's going? Oh yes. Put on your mask. The dream goes, not sure, but I entered into an elevator and the first door closed before I could get off. The second door on the opposite side was closing, so I stuck my teal-colored wallet in it to stop it from closing. The door still closed, but bent where I placed my wallet, and I heard my iPhone snap and the wallet dropped onto the mechanics of the elevator shaft. So I went downstairs to get help and decided to go to the rear of the building. As I approached the rear door, I stood behind a bush and heard a man in an authoritative voice saying, "Put on your mask." And as I got closer, I heard it again, "Put on your mask," in the same stern tone. I decided I shouldn't go in that way and started to make my way to the front of the building. As I walked through a walkway, I saw a speckled horse running in reverse, almost like someone was rewinding a VHS tape. The reverse there, people, is what was there before is coming back. This speckled horse, it is the speckled horse of the book of Zechariah that is coming back. So the significance of the aircrafts going away and coming back is the return of the plagues. And even the aircrafts that we saw at a 2:45 today, they went and then we didn't hear anything from them again. And then all of a sudden we heard the noise coming back. And this time they came back lower than before. And it is, I believe the Most High is telling you, it is coming back once again. All right, and there's something significant, you were saying something significant about the crafts being futuristic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was saying to Aldo that I think the reason why the crafts are futuristic or otherworldly looking, it's trying to show that it is a future event. So it's trying to show that it's something that's going to come in the future. So I think that's why the crafts were futuristic looking.
Yeah. Yeah, my craft and the one that you spoke about, both of them look futuristic, and we're actually marveling at them. And then now, Etakan's dream about the green thing coming from the airplane. And the airplane that I saw in my dream was also green. And he said the green thing was a skin irritant, which brings me to Revelation 16, verses 1 to 2. Revelation 16, 1 to 2. Revelation 16, 1 to 2. You got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, "Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of I am upon the earth." And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
All right. So this is what we believe. We believe it's the bowls now. So the pestilence, because he saw something. In my dream, I saw a big white round thing on the airplane, and I never knew what it was there for. But in Etikan's dream, it showed that this, the round hole, it excreted something that caused people, their skin to be irritated. And this could be exactly what it's speaking about, the noisome and grievous sore, which will come upon those who had the mark of the beast, the very first of the seven bowls of the Most High's wrath. Now, in Etikan had another dream about the seals being interchanged, being twined up together. Remember that dream?
Yes.
Yeah, can you go ahead?
Okay. So in the dream was quite long, but then I just the part of it that was related to this, it was like I was like hoisted up onto a very high mountain. And then when I got to this mountain, it was like I was given a staff that was interwoven. It was interwoven with the colors black and red. And I was holding the staff, and then it was almost like I was actually practicing to use the powers of the staff, because when I raised that staff, it was like fire rained from heaven into the sea. And then I think I did that twice. But yeah, but the staff that I was given when I got to the top of the mountain was interwoven with the colors red and black.
And that was significant when we saw the red and black aeroplanes flying over today. Significant indeed. So the seals interwoven, this reminds us of the second Baruch that we looked at last week, but I think we'll just look at it again this week. Second Baruch, chapter 20, start at verse 26.
Second group.
Second Baruch, 26.
26.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I answered and said, will that tribulation, which is to be, continue a long time? And will that necessity embrace many years?
Go to chapter 27 now.
And he answered and said unto me, into 12 parts is that time divided, and each one of them is reserved for that which is appointed for it. In the first part there shall be beginning of commotions. In the second part there shall be slayings of the great ones. In the third part the fall of many by death. In the fourth part the sending of the sword. In
So all of this are the black horse and the red horse as well. White, black, and red. Continue.
And in the fifth part famine and the withholding of rain.
Black horse,
In the sixth part earthquakes and terrors.
black horse.
Wanting. In the eighth part, a multitude of specters and attacks of the demons. In the ninth part, the fall of fire. In the 10th part, rape and much oppression. In the 11th part, wickedness and unchastity. In the 12th part, confusion from the mingling together of all those things aforesaid. For these parts of that time are reserved and shall be mingled one with another, and minister one to another.
For some of these parts, you have that? For some of these parts will withhold a part of themselves and take from others and will accomplish that which belongs to them and to others. Hence, those who live on earth in those days will not understand that it is the end of times. So what is going to happen? Wars, rumors of wars, all of that. Because when we saw the airplanes flying today, the black horse in the middle, the black airplanes were escorted with the red ones on the outside. So all will be mingled together and people will not know that this is the time of the end. They will not even realize that this is the black horse that is activated. Where was I again? All right, so the significance of the 90-year-old woman. Significance of the 90-year-old woman. I'm trying to get it on the screen, please. Number 90. I can't even see it properly. In the Bible, the number 90 symbolizes the transition from human limitations to driven promise, to divine promise, particularly regarding old age, the frailty of life, and the fulfilling of the Most High's timing. So, what did you get from that again? You were the one who dug this one up.
So what I got from this is that the woman being 90-year-old seemed very random in the dream, but then 90 seems to be a time of transition and a time of change, and also put together with the woman's caregiver or grandson whose name was Nathaniel, because when I googled Nathaniel, Archangel Nathaniel, it also said that Nathaniel was the archangel of change and transition. So I think that it was a very powerful message with regards to the changing, the times of change, the times of transitions that we're in right now. So that's what I got from the 90, because it seemed to be very connected with change and transition.
So that's a 90-year-old woman, and you said something about 100. What did you say again?
And then in the dream I said to the woman that, well, it's not me who said it, was almost like it was said in the dream that she only has 10 years left to reach 100. And then I said to the woman, I don't believe that you will see death. So meaning that she wouldn't, I don't know if I'm saying that she wouldn't reach 100 or that even when she does, she won't die. And then when we check what 100 means, and then 100 is the number of completion. It's the number of fulfillment of promises.
Yes.
So I don't know if that was giving from the transition, that the current transition that we're in, because the woman is 90, so she's going through transition, the time of change. And then to 100 is 10 years. And then which is completion and the fulfillment of the promise.
And then now, in Maria's dream, she dreamt about 1,800, which is actually 180 or 18, because let me find it. Number 1800. Significance of 1,800. It comes from number 18, which is bondage. Bondage reminds us that no man can save himself, or righteousness is as filthy rags. In the Bible, the number 1800 does not have a specific commonly cited prophetic or symbolic meaning as a standalone recurring number. However, the Strong's Hebrew lexicon defines H1800 dal as meaning poor, weak, or lowly. The number 18 itself is associated in scripture with bondage. So the bondage that has to do with Fauci, that bondage, he was rejecting to pay the 1800. That bondage is the bondage that we have been in through our captivity, and that is what we are to be rescued from using these horses. These horses here are to benefit us. The red horse, the white horse, whatever, these are to benefit us, the nation of Yasharal, because it is part of our restoration to the nation of Yasharal. So people, whenever you see these things happening, look up, your redemption draweth nigh. We are near, my people. We are near. And our sister here, Eliora, sent me a reminder that she had sent me a video that was based on, where did I save it again? that was based on the black horse and the brown horse. Let me see if we can get it to, if I can get it to play. Let me try. See if I can get it to play. So I've been surrounded by this this horse. I never realized it. I never remember. And another sister said she had got a dream, told me a dream about it as well. Look up your redemption joy at 9. It's not there. How could I get it on now? Save as. Call it Black Brown Horse. And it's not coming up. Show it up. Oh, she just showed me. I thought this was a video. I don't remember where the video is saved. Eliora, can you come on screen, please, and tell me? Bop. Yeah, Eliora, where are you? Let me see if I can get you on screen and you just tell the gene quickly. Can you leave a comment so that I can pick you up? There are so many people in the chat. So many comments. Can you just post a comment, please? Oh, here you are. I found you. All right, I'm going to invite you to the studio so you come on and click the link that we gave you and get on. Also, Sister Yahudit, you are being summoned for service. Oh, you don't remember the whole thing? No, are you afraid to come on? All right. Now let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. This year is service to Yahuwah. So if you're called, you should think it's an honor to come on. Nobody should be running or be afraid. This is what we're talking about. The service to Yahuwah is exactly tell what you remember. That's what we want. Nobody should be afraid. Nobody should be shy. This is service. Because you might help another person to let another person see something. Click the link and come on, please. I don't see you as yet. All right, where are you? Have you clicked the link? Sister Yahudit, can you leave a comment, please, so I can see you? So we can get them quickly, the two dreams about the black horse. Please, please, please. I invited you to the studio. Just follow whatever you got. Follow whatever you got. You know how, I don't even know what, how the link came. Okay. Thank you very much, Yahudit. So who do we have here? Yahudit, Eliora, please. All right. All right, Eliora.
Shalom.
All right, yeah. So could you tell us the dream, please?
So it was really with a client and we were outside in the backyard and we were talking and he was telling me that he seen birds. And so when he came out, a bird came up and was speaking from but he
You're breaking
mentioned
up.
that
You're breaking up.
okay.
You're breaking up.
Am I breaking up now?
No, it sounds better.
Okay. So I was in the backyard of the home with one of my clients, and he was telling me he likes to feed the birds. But he was saying how he wouldn't be able to feed the birds too much longer. And so as he held his hand out, a bird came and was eating from his hands. And he was saying how good it was for, us to feed the birds. And so I wound up walking further into the backyard. And when I looked further out in the backyard, I seen like four brown horses. And on one of the horses, on the saddle part, the colors were red, white, and blue. And um, I was thinking to myself in a dream, where did they just appear from out of nowhere? And so I went, was walking in the yard, and there were several horses walking along. And I sat on a picnic table, and all of a sudden, this black horse appeared out of nowhere and just snatched the brown horse by the neck. And in the dream, I was screaming because he popped up so suddenly, and the hit that he had on the horse was just so tragic and sudden. So I was screaming, and as I was screaming, I looked at the back door to this house, and there was a screen door. And so I knew my daughter was in the house, so I was screaming, hoping that she would come out. But another guy, whose name is Sight, he came running out of the back door, and he had red laser beams in his hand, and he jumped out of the back door as if he was a superhero coming to save the day. The black horse still had the brown horse by the throat, and it was just throwing it up and down on the ground. And then I ended up waking up.
So what did the black horse do with the brown horse?
He had his neck in his mouth, and he was just turning it up and down on the ground. And I was just
He was
screaming because it happened all of a sudden.
he was doing what?
It took the brown nose in its mouth and
Oh,
like threw
oh,
it
he
to the
took the brown
ground.
horse in the mouth. He was like doing something like that.
Yes, slamming it up and down on the ground.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very, very much, Eliota. So the black horse devouring the brown horse. Let me look at the Bible meaning of brown. The color brown primarily symbolizes the earth, humanity, humility, and the natural world. So the black horse is going to devour the earth, humanity is going to be in pride, and it's going to devour the natural world. Hmm.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Black horse. And then we have our sister Yahudit here who's going to give us Me had her to the stage. Can't see your face. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not like a dream. It's like a vision, a flash
Yes.
vision. It was a black horse on a mountain, and as it began to walk, it tripped and fell and rolled over and over and just landed on the ground. And I woke and and then the vision disappeared.
Wow.
That's it.
So
I
that one
told you
then.
like 2 weeks ago, remember?
Yeah, but so I can't. I don't. You know that I don't hold them so good.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember you telling me indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So they drop and roll. I wonder if that
Mm-hmm.
is after. That is when it's gonna be destroyed.
Maybe.
Yeah, that is
Mm-hmm.
only gonna be there for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
Then it was
Wow.
on a mountain. Yeah.
It was on a mountain.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All praises to the Most High. All right. So that's what we have with this black horsey here. All praises to the Most High. Let me go and see if there are any questions.
Oh,
You have,
just,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, Shalom. I just wanted to just remind well just the family that the the four horses or the four judgments that come in Revelation are not evil. These are the four presences that are before Yahuwah. So a lot of people I know connotate the horses with evil, like they say that they from the devil because they bring judgment from the Most High.
Yes.
But the four horses are the four angels which are in the presence of the Most High. That's why it says it's the four spirits which stand before Yahuwah.
Yes.
So it's not evil in any way with what's happening because it's the will of the Most High that they are executing. It just seems evil to mankind because it will be destroying mankind. So I just wanted to just remind people of that fact that the four horses are not evil. They are the spirits which stand before the Most High. Yeah.
And even the men who execute, as we were speaking about Fauci, cannot even look on them as evil. I used to look on them as being evil men. And these wicked men, and this is, but no, 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 no. These are to execute the Most High's will. These are the people who are going to help our salvation. Yeah, we have to give thanks. Look up your redemption, joy at night. All praises to the Most High. Yeah, just going to run through, see if any questions or significant comment. Up, up, up. All right. Yeah, several people at the beginning were not actually getting through because the meeting has to be started before everything actually starts showing. Mm-hmm. All right. Up, up, up. No questions so far. All right. If you have any questions, you can drop them. If by the time I reach there, we can look at it. Mm. COVID 2.0 reloading under the guise of Nipah. Bill Gates has been planning us for this.
Mm.
And the person says it's the same green color too.
Mm.
I never knew that.
What?
Someone says, Arthur Brown, I had a similar dream about 6 months ago. A flying saucer looking craft came into our house and was moving to and fro as if searching for someone.
Mm. Mm.
Mm, yeah. Um, and yeah, Moria was on the 6th floor, and you know, 6 the number of man.
Yes.
So when that was the floor that Fauci was on.
Mm.
Hmm. I think I am is reminding us that nothing happens outside of his will, for he uses what looks like evil for good. Think
Mm.
Joseph and his brothers, yeah. Back in November, Donald Trump welcomed Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for political talks, and he saluted the military with a black horse leading the procession before walking inside the White House. Wow.
Mm.
Hmm. Um, Shalom, brother. When I first moved to South Africa a few years ago, $1 was equal to 18, 19, and sometimes 20 ZAR. Dream continued in 2 messages. In my dream, when the ZAR is 14 ran to the dollar, all chaos broke loose and people started to kill and eat each other. And the ZAR was at 15.9 ran to $. The other day. I think we are very close. Yes, indeed. And it
Mm.
continues to go down. Continues to go
Mm.
down.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm. Yeah, the Bull of Wall Street, which is where it is in Manhattan, New York. Yeah, that bull. Hmm. Confirmation by the crow. Caw. Hmm.
Mm.
Um, I had a dream recently which included 18,000 Yasharal Israelites. It had to do with people arguing over calendars. When they were arguing, a man stood up and said, we have 18,000 Israelites arguing over when the Sabbath is. When will they come together and seek Yahuwah on it? Then he held up 18 and 19.
Mm.
Hmm. Proverbs 18:19, a brother assisted by a brother is as a strong and high city, and is strong as a founded palace. Mm. Um, man, dreams after dreams. Ah, that's one thing that's happened to me is flying so fast. It's being very aware to me. I've Never seen this before. For every time I think about it, for the elect's sake. All right. All right. So thank you all for being here with us. Thank you. And I do hope you were edified by what we presented. The black horse. It's time for the black horse, as the dream said. Oh. Yeah, as the dream said. I got thrown off a while ago. Yeah, the black horse, as the dream says, is upon us. That flyover with the airplanes, it is one of the most significant signs I've ever seen. I was so shocked when I saw the black and the red airplanes flying overhead. Just how much? 1 hour, 15 minutes before we were scheduled to start presenting. Yes? All praises to the Most High. Jamaica, Jamaica. Repent, repent, repent. My people in Jamaica, my family in Jamaica, repent, repent, repent. Judgment begins at the house of I Am. All right? Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises due to the Most High. This is the Black Horse 2026. All right. Shalom. And for those who are in our group, remember our fellowship in the morrow. Yahuwah willing. Yeah.